Hi class, this is a presentation of Color of Water. This is a project made by me, Stuart Daniels, and my partner, Brittany Taylor. So let's dive into this. Who is James McBride? James McBride is an author and best known for his book Color of Water. McBride was born as the 8th of 12 children to an African American man and a Jewish immigrant from Poland. The author graduated from the New York public school system, studied composition at the Oberlin Conservatory of Music, and then received a master's in journalism degree from Columbia University at 22 years old. James McBride, writer and musician. His upbringing in a multiracial and multicultural household impacted his worldview and influenced his writing of books and magazines such as People, The Washington Post, and Boston Globe. Along with writing, McBride was also a screenwriter and musician, and he had the pleasure of writing songs for artists such as Anita Baker and Gary Burton. These are the sources for that information. James McBride's books. The Color of Water, which is the one we did read, was published in 1995. It's a memoir about his life growing up as a child of an African-American man and Jewish-Polish immigrant, and was on the New York Times bestsellers list for over 2 years. The Miracle of St. Anna was published in 2002. It's the recollections of the African-American 92nd Infantry of the war during World War II, and was later made into a movie which was directed by Spike Lee in 2008. Song Gets Sung was published in 2008. It is about slaves who dream of freedom and is going through the Underground Railroad and the different codes and stories in which they communicate. And it was inspired by Harriet Tubman. Good Lord Bird, published in 2013. It is a comedy about the abolitionist named John Brown, and it won the National Book Award. These are sources for that as well. Lastly, Immigration. By James McBride having a mother who was an immigrant from Poland, it is important to learn about the topic of immigration to the United States in the 1920s and how it might have affected James McBride. Many people in Poland in the 1920s were very poor, could not feed their families, as well as losing their land, and therefore the main reason why Polish immigrants came to America was for better economic opportunities. Polish immigrants paid a very low fare to come on shops to Ellis Island in New York, where the processing center was for immigrants to live in the United States. There was a large amount of discrimination placed onto the Polish immigrants because Americans felt as if they were taking all of the jobs. Even though the discrimination was hard, the Polish immigrants continued to stay united and helped each other out through both moral and financial support. When taking into consideration the long process of apart one's heritage coming from Poland and the discrimination one would have of both parents being minorities and one being an immigrant, it is easy to believe that this played a large part of who McBride is as a man and writer of The Color of Water and his other books. And these are the sources for them. That's our presentation. Thank you for watching. You have a blessed day.